You've seen them, right? If you've ever walked down the supplement aisle, it's just bottle after bottle of biotin, all promising you that thick, amazing hair. It's become the #1 go-to recommendation for healthier locks. But you gotta wonder, does it actually work? Well, today, we're gonna cut right through all that marketing noise and find out what the science really has to say.
So let's just dive right in. Is biotin actually the miracle pill that it's cracked up to be? Is popping a high-dose supplement the real secret to transforming your hair? Let's find out.
And this, right here, is the heart of the matter. On one side, you have this amazing marketing promise. Take this pill, get better hair, simple. But the scientific reality? It's a lot more specific. And here's the catch. Biotin supplements really only seem to help if you have an actual diagnosed deficiency in the first place.
Okay, so what even is this stuff? Biotin, which you might also hear called vitamin B7, is an absolutely essential nutrient. Its main job in your body is to help metabolize the fats, carbs, and proteins you eat, basically turning your food into fuel. And because your hair follicles are super active little factories that need a ton of energy to grow, it totally makes sense that a severe lack of biotin could cause problems, like your hair thinning out. So we know what biotin does. Now let's get into the evidence. We're going to dig into how common a deficiency actually is, how much biotin we really need, and whether those megadose supplements are even doing anything for most of us. So here it is, the bottom line, according to a whole bunch of dermatology reviews. If a doctor runs a test and confirms you have a biotin deficiency, then yeah, a supplement is probably going to help your hair. But, and this is the big one for most people, if your levels are already normal, there is very, very little scientific evidence that taking more is going to make any difference at all.
Which, of course, leads us to the most important question of all. I mean, if these pills only work for people who are deficient, just how common is that deficiency anyway?
Get ready for this because the number's kind of wild. The most severe inherited type of biotin deficiency happens in about 1 in 137,000 people. It is exceptionally, incredibly rare. And even though there are other ways to become deficient, the conclusion is pretty much the same. For most healthy people out there, a real biotin deficiency just isn't something you're likely to have.
And here's probably why that deficiency is so rare. The official daily amount an adult needs is just 30 micrograms. Okay, to put that into perspective, a single typical hair, skin, and nail supplement can have 5,000, maybe even 10,000 micrograms. That's not just a little extra. That's hundreds of times more than your body even needs in a day.
Okay, so if loading up on pills probably isn't the answer for most of us, then what is? Well, the real solution, the best solution, starts right on your plate. Let's build a super simple, food-first plan to get all the biotin you need, no problem.
Would you look at this? It turns out getting that 30 micrograms is actually incredibly easy with just everyday foods. I mean, a single 3-ounce serving of cooked beef liver? That means your entire daily need in one shot. But hey, even if liver isn't your favorite thing, look at the other options. 1 large egg gets you 1/3 of the way there. A half cup of soybeans gets you way more than half. This is totally doable. Let's just prove how easy this is. We're going to build a sample day real quick. So you start your morning with breakfast, 2 scrambled eggs. Bam! Right there, you're already at 20 micrograms. That's 2/3 of your daily goal before you've even left the house. Then for lunch, maybe you have a nice big salad and you top it with some canned salmon. Well, that's another 5 micrograms, bringing your grand total up to 25. You are so close.
And all it takes is a little afternoon snack, a small handful of almonds, and boom, you've easily sailed right past that 30 microgram daily goal. No expensive pills, no crazy megadoses, just simple, healthy food.
So, we've pretty much established that food is the best way to go. But before we wrap this up, there are a couple of really crucial things you need to know to be smart and safe about this stuff, especially if you're still thinking about taking a supplement.
All right, this is a really serious warning, so listen up. High-dose biotin supplements can actually mess with critical lab tests. And I'm talking about important stuff like tests for your thyroid function and even tests that are used to diagnose a heart attack. The takeaway here is non-negotiable. If you take biotin, you must tell your doctor before you get any blood drawn, period. Okay, here's a fascinating little food fact for you. Raw egg whites have a protein in them called avidin, and what it does is it grabs onto biotin and stops your body from absorbing it. So if you were, for some reason, eating a ton of raw egg whites every day, you could actually cause a deficiency. But the fix couldn't be simpler. Just cook your eggs. The heat completely neutralizes that avidin, and the problem is solved.
So let's put this all together into a really simple checklist. Number 1, focus on a balanced diet with plenty of protein and those biotin-rich foods we talked about. Number 2, make sure to cook your eggs. Number 3, if you are actually worried about hair loss, go see a doctor to find out the real root cause before you start buying supplements. And number 4, always, always, always tell your doctor about any and all supplements you're taking.
And that really brings us to our final and probably the most important question you can ask yourself. Before you reach for that quick fix pill, just ask, is my diet already giving my hair everything it needs? Because you know what? With a focus on real, whole, nutrient-dense food, the answer is very likely yes.